Good morning, dear children. Children, we have finished our lesson number 3, Life Processes in Living Organism, Part 2. So today in this video, we are going to discuss the exercise which is present at the end of your lesson. Okay, so let's begin. Question number 1, complete the following chart. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. First point. Reproduction that occurs with the help of somatic cells is called as asexual reproduction. Reproduction that occurs with the help of germ cells is called sexual reproduction. Second point. Both the parents are not required for asexual reproduction. It is uniparental reproduction, whereas male and female parent are necessary for sexual reproduction. Third point, this reproduction occurs with the help of mitosis only, and this reproduction occurs with the help of both meiosis and mitosis. Fourth point, new individual formed by this method is genetically identical to parents, while in sexual reproduction, new individual formed by this method is genetically different from the parents. Asexual reproduction occurs in different individuals by various methods like binary fission, multiple fission, budding, fragmentation, regeneration, vegetative propagation, spore production, etc. And sexual reproduction occurs in various organisms like microbes, plants, animals, and humans. It involves two main processes, gamete formation and fertilization. Question number 2, fill in the blanks. First, dash type of reproduction occurs without fusion of gametes. So the answer is asexual. Second, body breaks up into several fragments and each fragment starts to live as a new individual. This is a dash type of reproduction. Answer is fragmentation. Third, pollen grains are formed by dash division in locules of anthers. So the answer is meiosis. Got it, children? Let's see the next fill in the blank. In human, sperm production occurs in the organs dash. That is, answer is testes. Fifth, in human, dash chromosome is responsible for maleness. So the answer is Y chromosome. Sixth one, in male and female reproductive system of human, bulbourethral is the same. Seventh, implantation of embryo occurs in dash. Answer is uterus. Next, question number 3. Complete the paragraph with the help of the words given in the bracket. There are some words given in the bracket. You need to use them to fill in the blanks. Now the paragraph is, growth of follicle present in the ovary occurs under the effect of follicle stimulating hormone. This follicle secretes estrogen. Endometrium of uterus grows or regenerates under the effect of estrogen. Under the effect of luteinizing hormone, fully grown up follicle bursts, ovulation occurs and corpus luteum is formed from remaining part of follicle. It secretes progesterone and estrogen. Under the effect of these hormones, the glands of endometrium of uterus are activated and it becomes ready for implantation. Understood? There, choosing from the bracket, we need to fill in the blanks which is given in this paragraph. So please underline the words also, children. The next, question number 4, answer the following in short. First, explain with example types of asexual reproduction in unicellular organism? Answer. Asexual reproduction in unicellular organism can be of three types. The first type is binary fission. Binary fission is the splitting of parent organism into two halves, each of which develops from a complete daughter cell. For example, amoeba. Look at the diagram, children. Here, amoeba is getting divided, that is, the nucleus is dividing and the cytoplasm as well to become a daughter amoeba. Second, multiple fission. In this method, the parent microbes divides into many daughter microbes. Amoeba shows multiple fission under adverse condition. So here also an example of amoeba where under the adverse condition it shows multiple fission. That is, from a cyst many amoebae are formed. The next one is, that is the third type, is budding. In this method, a bud develops as an outgrowth from parent body. This developing bud detaches from the parent body and the daughter individual develops further. So example is yeast. Here as you can see in the diagram is a yeast. The next is, explain the concept of IVF. Now in IVF technique, fertilization is brought about in test tube and the embryo formed is implanted in uterus of a woman at appropriate time. IVF technique is used for having the child in case of those childless couples who have problem like less sperm count, obstacle in oviducts, etc. Next we have, which precautions will you follow to maintain the reproductive health? Answer is, eat a balanced and nutritional diet. Maintain personal hygiene. Take adequate physical exercise and avoid taking any drugs. So these are some precautions which you need to follow to maintain the reproductive health. D. What is menstrual cycle? Describe it in brief. Answer. Menstrual cycle is the reproductive cycle in all primates and begins at puberty. In human females, menstruation occurs once in 28 to 29 days. The cycle of events starting from one menstruation till the next one is called the menstrual cycle. The cycle starts with the menstrual flow 3 to 5 days, caused due to breakdown of endometrium of the uterus. Blood vessels in liquid state are discharged, but this occurs only when the ovum is not fertilized. It is followed by the follicular phase. In this phase, the primary follicles mature into the Graafian follicles. This causes the regeneration of the endometrium, follicular growth, and the growing follicles produce estrogen. Got it, children? The LH and FSH are their peak in the middle of the cycle, the 14th day, and cause the rupture of Graafian follicle to release ovum. This phase is called the ovulatory phase. In the absence of fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates, thereby causing the disintegration of the endometrium, and the start of a new cycle begins. So this is the menstrual cycle in brief. Question number 5. In case of sexual reproduction, newborns show similarity about characters. Explain the statement with suitable example. So the answer is, sexual reproduction involves the fusion of two types of gametes, that is, the male and the female gametes. The zygote form contains a fusion of both the sperm nucleus and the egg nucleus. Due to this, the new individual has characteristics which are similar to both the parents, while some characteristics which are different from both the parents. Thus, the individual formed from sexual reproduction inherits the characteristics of both the parents. Now, for example, if the father has black hair while the mother has brown hair, the chances are that their offspring may have either black or brown hair. Okay, understood? Let's see the next one, children. Question number 6. Draw neat and label diagrams. The first one is human male reproductive system. The diagram is given in your textbook. Please draw it neatly and correctly and label it properly. Second, we have human female reproductive system. This diagram is also there in your textbook. Please draw it correctly and label it properly, children. Then next we have flower with its sexual reproductive system. So this is a section of a flower where it shows its gynoecium and androecium, the sexual organs of the flower. Fourth one, menstrual cycle. Here the diagram is also given in your textbook. Please draw it correctly. It shows all the 3 phases of menstrual cycle. Label it correctly, children. Question number 7. Give the names. First, hormones related with male reproductive system. Answer. Hormones related with male reproductive system is testosterone. B. Hormones secreted by ovary of female reproductive system. Answer. Hormones secreted by the ovary of female reproductive system is estrogen and progesterone. C. Types of twins. Monozygotic and dizygotic twins. D. Any 2 sexual diseases. Answer. AIDS and gonorrhea. E. Methods of family planning. Oral pills, condoms, IUDs, etc. The next we have question number 8. Gender of child is determined by the male partner of couple. Explain with reason whether this statement is true or false. Answer. Human females have 2 chromosomes, that is X and X, and human males have one X and one Y chromosome, that is XY. Therefore, the eggs produced by females have only X chromosome, while the sperm produced by males have either X or Y chromosome. If an unfertilized egg fuses with the sperm containing X chromosome, then it gives rise to a girl child having 2 X chromosome. If an unfertilized egg fuses with the sperm containing Y chromosome, then it gives rise to a male child having one X and one Y chromosome. Understood, children? Question number 9. Explain asexual reproduction in plants. Reproduction in plants with the help of vegetative parts like root, stem, leaf and bud is called vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction in potatoes is performed with the help of eyes present on the tuber, whereas in bryophyllum it is performed with the help of bud present on leaf margin. In case of plants like sugarcane and grasses, vegetative propagation occurs with the help of buds. Plants like Spirogyra reproduces asexually by fragmentation. Question number 11. Explain sexual reproduction in plants. In sexually reproducing plants, flowers function as reproductive organs. In flowers, male organ is the stamen and female organ is the carpel. Flowers which have both the male and female organ, that is stamen and carpels, are bisexual flowers, whereas flowers which have either male or female organs are called unisexual. Male gametes called pollen grains are produced by stamen, and carpel produce female gametes called ovules or egg cells inside the ovaries. Fertilization takes place in the ovule, where the egg cell and the pollen grain fuses. This fertilized egg cell later develops into an embryo, and the entire ovule gets covered into a seed. Under favorable condition, the seed germinates to give rise to a new plant. Understood, children? So, we have discussed all the questions which are present at the end of your lesson. So children, I hope you all must have understood the lesson. So we shall see you in the next video with a new lesson. Till then, thank you students. Take care. We miss seeing you children.